Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Twitch viewers and Overwatchers alike, welcome to the Softlock broadcast this Friday evening, Saturday morning maybe, depending on where you are. My name is Aaron LOL, and I'll be joined by the rest of the Cow League staff tonight, and also with Rapture, who will be in game with me as we bring you guys the Minutemen number 35. Our Minutemen tournament is our solo queue style tournament. And we have our teams ready. The bot has done its work in Discord. Everybody is in Discord ready to play. We're going to be having our first round of the tournament tonight on Dorado. We have Team 46, not Team 213, which is probably actually not Team 13, versus the Martyrs here as we prep both of these teams in the lobby to get ready to step into Dorado tonight.
Yep, this is going to be probably one of the last Minutemen before the next patch, which is going to bring a ton of stuff to live. So this will be a nice little, I guess, like goodbye kiss. I don't know, send away letter. What do you send to people that? Yeah, what do you
last send away letter for the current meta? Because in the style of tournament that Minutemen is, chances are Bastion is going to be picked more and more often. That's what I'm looking forward to next week's Minutemen.
Well, yeah, there's Bastion, there's the Roadhog and Winston changes. We may even see like less Roadhog. For some reason, Anna still hasn't been like changed. She's still like this common factor in all these different metas, but instead we're getting a bunch of changes to Bastion, definitely making him a more viable DPS character. And it'll be interesting to see how he works with Nano Boost, which has been just like in previous metas. A huge, combo factor for the ultimates from the major DPS characters like 76 and then Reaper previously in the Beyblade meta.
Yeah, and speaking of DPS ultimates, I don't ever really think tank mode has been a problem or a negative factor of Bastion. So I'd be interested to see how these changes work in his favor as regarding him as a character that you kind of just build the ultimate with until, it's ready and then actually make use of him. Before Bastion, a lot of people like to say you could kind of set him up in space and his spread was so tight that you could still hit people from miles away doing insane damage. But the new medium range Bastion has yet to see a lot of playtime as it's not live yet. And only a certain amount of people allowed on the PTR at a time and only so many people streaming it. So no tournament footage obviously yet to come of the new Bastion changes, which again, keep in mind, all these PTR changes, guys, the reason they exist is they exist on the PTR to be play tested by the public before they are released. So we are not sure if these Bastion, Roadhog, Winston changes are actually going to come yet. Most of the stuff that makes it to the PTR regarding balance ends up becoming a change though. And we are now in the beautiful Blizzard rendition of, I don't know. Where do you think Dorado's supposed to be on the map? So if we were to take the Earth map that we have.
I feel like it's definitely in Spain, right? Like it has to be in Spain or like Portugal.
Yeah, okay, Spain. I could see that. Yeah, because of the water.
Well, doesn't everyone here speak Spanish?
Yes, that's definitely how it works.
That's definitely what's tipping me out. Could be Mexico. I don't know. I'm not actually sure because I've never been to either, so I'm not as cultured down south. I've been to like Canada. I go to all the really cold places, so I haven't been experienced or like exposed to like a town like this. It's so beautiful, man. It's so nice.
Well, I see lots of mountains here in Dorado, so mountains usually are an indication that there is a possibility of cold weather. But regardless, our teams have spawned. It looks like the Martyrs are going to be on the defense first, and I'm just going to start calling them Team 3, whatever the red team name is supposed to be today. I'm assuming it was supposed to be not Team 3, but not Team 3 or Team 3 is going to be running a very typical looking composition. The 2-2-2 is back for the most part. We see a Genji on the defensive side, Rapture, and a Pharah, 2 supports on each side, and we actually see some Mercy play, obviously from the defenders though, not the attackers.
Both teams are running Pharahs. That's so weird because we're not even seeing a Zarya, so there's going to be a possibility for a ton of hooks. And there's 76s, or at least 176. So there's going to be a lot of contention against that Pharah. I mean, if the Pharah fight happens, then I'm not sure if there's going to get a lot of like distance carried for these attackers, but it seems like they're just going to focus on the targets on the ground. In fact, the defending team just going to back up to the choke point. Mystic is going to pick up that first kill with Roadhog. I mean, the only thing you can stop a hook with right now is Reinhardt's shield. That's not really a lot all the time.
Yeah, there is a presence of Reinhardt in this game as usual. The lack of Zarya, like you brought up, though. Joy Tarantula is going to start going in for Team 3 here and get a pick right away. That Reinhardt is going to follow. We saw a really early cycling rapture from the defenders right now, the Team Martyrs. They've cycled back to the choke very early. Their Mercy is going to go down, so right now as Martyrs is trying to chase kills away from the car, we're going to see Rhino drop the Rocket Barrage very early. That is the first ultimate popped in this game. Good job to Rhino 48 getting a very quick Rocket Barrage. And that Rocket Barrage really just held the choke for the Martyrs here.
Also stops the attackers from building a little more meter. In fact, probably in the next fight, we'll definitely see, Roadhog ultimate and nano boost available for the defenders. So that'll be good for another hold on the fight. We haven't seen much from Garuso though. He's, almost barely at halfway in his meter. Really hasn't done too much to dissuade the pressure on the payload right now. I'm wondering how long they're going to stick with this Genji pick on defense.
Well, we do see an Earthshatter laid down from the attacking side from Joy Tarantula here. Not really getting a lot done though. Nobody, actually Classified with a direct rocket is finally going to deal with Rhino 48. Rhino 48 goes down along with the Mercy. There's nobody really here to stop Classified except for on a sleep dart. Very nicely played from the Martyrs, but there is a lot of the attackers on the payload right now. And just like that, all of a sudden, there's nobody here for the Martyrs, just this lone ulting Genji. He's going to run away with his Dragon Blade and his life, but there's a lot of not Team 3 on the card right now.
He kind of wasted that ultimate. That's huge, because that's, other than Pharah, ultimate, they don't even have anything to really stop the fight and have a ton of crowd control other than Earthshatter. Like, there's no, combos with, like, Zarya ultimate again. I really feel like a Zarya would be a good pick here, but I think they're just going to keep rocking with this and keep getting hooked over and over.
Yeah, we are going to see an Earthshatter from Redshaw, interestingly. It looks like the Martyrs want to defend this, but there's Attack Visor on the field from not Team 3 right now. AE-IOU, a very, very clever little BattleNet name there. Pops Attack Visor. There's still a relatively small ultimate advantage for the defender. Rhino 48 with the Rocket Barrage. There's a Nano Boost, and we're about to have a Dragon Blade. They even have a defensive Resurrect to fall back on, so I'm expecting everybody to hop up on this church here. We see the Mercy player go down again, but Lorena having a very difficult time living in this match so far.
Starbridge is hitting hooks left and right. Classified's now supporting him as a Widowmaker going up top onto the balcony right next to AIOU. Wow, that's a mouthful. Holy crap. He's going to be on 76. So they have a lot of still long-range hit scan now. They're going to forego the projectile, which makes sense because, there's a Genji running around, so might as well go for the hit scan. And because there's no one contesting up top, there's no Diva, there's no Hanzo, there's no Genji. Well, there's only a Genji, actually, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to contest. Once that Nano Blade does come out, though, that's going to finally get the combo that Garuso needs. I mean, that's how you got to be using Dragon Blade. If you're not Nano Boosting him every single time, it's kind of like a little bit of dead weight there.
Well, they get their combo off, only spending 2 ultimates to do it. Having a defensive Resurrect, a defensive Whole Hog, and even a DPS ultimate, the Rocket Barrage, very good in team fights if the Pharah is not killed right away. This is going to be a tough task here for the attackers, not Team 482, whatever their team name is today. Not really yet making it back to the payload. They do have ults to initiate with. They do not have position to initiate with, and right now their Roadhog severely out of position. Looks like somebody wants to enforce a team fight. Reinhardt Earthshatter being blocked by Reinhardt Shield. Very nice play there from Redshaw, and this is going to be a very easy hold for the defense. Mystic only popping the Whole Hog, only spending 1 ultimate for basically a team wipe there. Very good stuff for Martyrs with only 2 minutes left on the clock.
Since you were kind of justifying him earlier, like I was thinking to myself, I wonder if Aaron's kind of like thinking, okay, now I can use Bastion. I'm a secret Bastion. I wonder if like Bastion would work now, maybe in the next meta too.
Yeah, well, it's all about the medium range now. The range with him is a lot different. I really think this is the kind of place to put him in, though, this spot in Dorado. There's so many places you can put him. We're going to see the Reinhardts go after each other with some pins. Redshaw gets a decent-looking Earthshatter, and just like that, again, the Martyrs, the defenders right now here on Dorado, looking very, very good. They have a very small disadvantage in the ultimate game, but their positioning, the time left on the clock, less than 90 seconds here, things looking good for the defenders right now, Rapture.
Yeah, Team 46, they've been swapping around their DPS a lot. They're back on Pharah, now they have a McCree, so they haven't had any opportunity to build any DPS, offensive ultimates, which is kind of, biting them in the end now because they have to rely on these quick picks that they just aren't getting, past these hooks, past this Redshaw Reinhardt, Shield, and all the ultimates that they're finally comboing, even Garuso finally getting into his groove as Genji. So, they definitely need to stick on whatever DPS pair they have now. They need these ultimates to push past this choke point.
Something tells me Mystic has gold eliminations in this game. We're going to see a nano-boosted Whole Hog, but it is stopped right away by the other Roadhog's hook. Sharp not making any use of that Whole Hog or that nano boost, and just like that, Rapture, again, the defenders, Martyrs, now at a humongous advantage. 6 ultimates ready for the defenders. Only 3 people alive for Team Not 3 right now, and 25 seconds left on the clock.
Look how many defensive ultimates there are, Aaron. They're about to have 6. The attackers are barely working with 1, and it's only Lucio. They're probably going to have to use it to engage right now, but again, they don't have anything to stop from this hook. If there's even a single, pick on one of these squishies, it pushes over.
Well, the time is now. There's about 7 seconds left on the clock. It looks like the defenders want to initiate instead of letting them getting initiated upon Garuso, already picking up some kills. Picking up more kills is Garuso. Rhino48 not really getting a lot with a rocket barrage except for keeping that Hogs distracted. The Mercy is going to spend the res. Melarina has done their job. This should be a hold for the defenders here as we watch the overtime fuse slowly burn down. Just like that, held in the streets of Dorado. A very simple game coming out from the Martyrs here, but very effective nonetheless.
0-1.
And the most effective thing is definitely once you start throwing that nano boost onto Genji, because otherwise he's spending most of his time just funneling down shurikens. But when you get the Dragon Blade boosted, that's where you can chain a ton of kills in a row, and he can build meter pretty quickly. But if you're not throwing it onto him, then you're just wasting a lot of time on potential fights that you can win 6-0. So once you started seeing that nano boost at Genji, you saw the fight completely turn in the way of the defenders, and they weren't even able to get to the second choke point. And again, checkpoint. But even again, you saw how much it hurt Team 46 not staying on a DPS pair. They started losing ult opportunities, and against the team combo ultimates that were coming from the defense like every minute, you can't be working with dry resources. You'll never get any momentum.
Yeah, that amongst the simple defense of Team Martyrs was their Reinhardt was in front where he should have been. Their Roadhog never left their Reinhardt side the entire game. This enabled Mystic to just get kill after kill, hook after hook, and very simple combination of, again, keep the DPSs behind the 2 tanks. The Roadhog stayed up front with his Reinhardt, confidently got a ton of kills. Redshaw did a really simple job on Reinhardt of just placing themselves where they should be, kind of drawing the line for the 2 teams. And Garuso, like you said, doing a really good job finding their groove in Genji. Some people whine about defensive Genji, but his infinite mobility and just, his ability to do damage at any given point based on his mobility can really shine on the defense, and we really saw that come through for the Martyrs. So Martyrs are going to have their chance on the attack here, Rapture. We see a super heavily defensive composition from Team Not 46 right now, running both Junkrat and Torbjorn, 2 supports and 2 tanks. Why have DPS classes when you can have turrets and 120 damage spam bombs?
Yeah, you're really selling this right away. Wow. Yeah, I cannot believe the first kill was from Junkrat on Pharah, but I guess that's going to work out for them. The Tor pick's kind of weird because that's just stationary defense that they definitely don't need on Dorado, where teams are so notorious for just moving almost immediately. But, wow, the payload's already stopping here. Genji's super low, so he can't even contest anything on high ground. That Junkrat's providing a lot of spam that's just hard to deal with.
Yeah, we are going to see Team Not 46 finally drop down here, and the fight is not going to go in their favor at all. All of a sudden, the Martyrs are looking really strong again. Redshaw is very far up and is going to die, but Redshaw just created a ton of real estate for the Martyrs. They have all the room in the world right now. Mystic is up front, dealing with a ultimate Torbjorn here. Bolton for Torbjorn is going to lose that 5 versus 1 eventually. Just like that, Martyrs looking to capture their first point here. Let's see if this Riptire gets anything done.
Nope. Yeah, that's kind of a waste. That's kind of a little bit of a waste there. Ooh, nice pin there by Redshaw, but he kind of dives a little too far, but the Earth Shatter's perfect. There's really no way to stop it. I feel like I'm a broken record here, but sorry, man. It's one of the few characters that can do anything about, Earth Shatter, or at least, trying to, put hard crowd control. Maybe like a Mei. Yeah, Mei something, something. I don't know. They need some kind of answer to it. Maybe a little late now.
So, real quick recap. When we just saw Team Not 48 try to contest There was no communication. They left their Reinhardt out to dry. Just bad communication there, so we're probably seeing one team out-communicate one another instead of just sheer skill rating or whatever it is. We are about to see a big fight unfold here, though. Mystic is going to pop a whole hog. Joy Tarantula very low on health at the moment. That's a good-looking hook from Sharp, and I think we're going to see the Martyrs reset here. They're probably going to lose their Ana. They are going to keep both their supports alive, see if they get this Reinhardt kill, but instead Sharp is going to get the Reinhardt kill. Attackers probably backing up now.
Ooh, Genji's making it so hard for either Classified or the 76 AEIOU to deal with Rhino as Pharah. Finally, the hook goes on Garuso, so that's going to open up a little bit of breathing room for them. But yeah, the Mercy's, Melorina's ready right there with the res, so I think they're going to walk this right in. No, Sharp's not even on it. He's so, so occupied by Garuso trying to stop that nano bleed, doesn't even realize it just walked right in. I think they pushed right in. I think that payload just out of gas.
It was actually, of all people, it was Pharah on the cart and Genji not on the cart. But like you said, Garuso was peeling, whether it was unintentional or not. The Dragon Blade just makes it all that easier, and there was a nano boost with it as well. I believe our little glitch is still here. Yeah.
I was lied to. I thought it was fixed. I was told it was fixed.
No. Well, apparently not. The Martyrs are going to be the victors of this game, not Team Not 418.
So we're moving on to the next round here. And yeah, a really nice win there. Another Minutemen match coming up pretty soon.